What you have here is a Vande scale, high accuracy, in motion, hide weighing scale for beef or any other type of hide. Most commonly used, this one's going in a beef plant. This scale is set up to weigh the hides accurately, as well as this is a dual scale system. It has two scales, one right behind each other, so that you have a backup system built in place. The scaling is done with the adding of a linkage in our hide hook. The ramps the unit up. We have a weighing section here. A little bit further we have another weighing section. All the weighing section wires are run up into one junction box. As you can see from the colored wires right here, they drop down to the remote mounted weight indicators that are where the operator can get at these. This particular unit is normally suspended from the beaming structures on the ceiling of the plant or near the ceiling. For in our shop here, we've just got it suspended from an overhead lift. Normally this would be way tall towards the ceiling, 10-12 feet up in the air. On a 458 chain, this piece rides in this I-beam. Normally there'll be a heavy chain that's attached at this height that goes through from hook to hook to hook. And that is what propels this as it goes around the railing system. The hide is supported from the hook down below. What we have added is this structure in the center. So as we want to separate the weight of the hide from the weight of this heavy chain that's supporting it around and pulling it around the plant. So what we want to do is ramp this up to where we are weighing in a straight line from the axle down to the hide, and it is pulling it across in a straight line. We do not want any of the trolley or the chain that's pulling it around to affect that weight. This is how we do that. On this end of the scale, we have these rails that help funnel a swinging hide in. As it approaches the scale, this will go up a slight ramp and incline to where it's pulling it in that horizontal position like I showed you in my hands a few moments ago. In the area from the exit of the incline ramp, we then have a piece of rail here. It's a transition rail. This rail, as the weight is being applied, applies a little bit of weight to the live rail weighing area. So as this hide comes across, it's going to pull down, it's going to ramp down, and it's going to transfer onto this scale very smoothly. It's going to apply that weight in a slow manner. It is giving us a very even weight increase in load and a very level analog signal for the weights to be averaged and analyzed. As the scaling section, which is live rail from here to here, it's about 18 inches long. This is one of the weigh bars supporting the right-hand side of the scale. There's one just like it on my side supporting the left-hand side of the scale. As the hide approaches onto the scale, there's a limit switch down here that will trigger, and that will tell us that our hide is on the scale. As we exit the scale, we will trigger another limit switch, and it'll tell us the hide is now leaving the scale, and we can now establish what the proper weight is of that hide. Directly from here, it goes through another in-feed transition rail and another live weighing section, and the operator can choose to look at both scales, or he can look at one or the other, using one as a backup. After we've left the last scale, we're coming off, there's an exit rail here that lets it ramp back down to where it is now hanging straight. This entire scale is mounted using a piece of the plant's actual I-beam. We use their I-beams so we match in seamlessly into their existing structure. Our entire scale is mounted to this main I-beam. When they weld this in and put in a couple extra supports through that area, it is a cut and weld in place type of scale. Very easy installation.